So, what if I told you the secret to becoming a better leader isn't about doing more, but about being more accountable for what you're already doing? It's a small shift, but it changes everything. Today, we're going to dive into a concept that flips the idea of responsibility on its head, and honestly, it's a game changer for anyone who wants to take real ownership of their life. Let's get into it.
All right, first things first, let's look at this term responsible leadership. See how we've split the word right there? It's on purpose. We're not talking about that heavy, kind of dreadful feeling of responsibility. No, this is about something so much more powerful: your ability to respond. I mean, just think about it for a second. In that tiny moment between something happening to you and how you react, that's where all your power is. That little gap, that's where real leadership begins.
So, this ability to respond thing, it really stands on three big ideas: accountability, freedom, and potential. I want you to picture them like a three-legged stool. You know, if even one of those legs is shaky, the whole thing just collapses, right? And here's the cool part. These three things aren't just sitting next to each other. They actually feed into one another, creating this amazing upward spiral of growth.
Okay, now this next part might seem a little backwards at first. We're usually taught that accountability, being responsible, it kind of limits our freedom. But this idea, it flips that completely. It says that real accountability, I'm talking about truly owning your choices, good and bad, is what gives you freedom. It's the thing that lets you act with integrity, to be consistent. And when you have that, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and you start being the one who actually shapes them. That's real power.
This all sounds great in theory, doesn't it? But, the big question is always, how do we actually do this? How do we take it from a nice idea to something we practice every day? How do you actually build that responsibility muscle? Well, let's get into the how-to, because it's probably way simpler than you're imagining.
It all starts with a super simple, but honestly, a really powerful tool: a logbook. Just 3 steps. That's it. Step 1, make your commitments. Be clear and intentional about what you're going to do. Step 2, record them. Write them down. Just the simple act of putting pen to paper makes it real. It pulls the idea out of your head and into the world. It's like making a promise to yourself. And step 3, track your progress. And look, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware, radically aware.
And I really want to stress this. This logbook is not just another to-do list. Think of it more like a gym for your brain. Seriously, every time you make an entry, whether you nailed it or you completely missed the mark, you're doing a rep. You're strengthening that accountability muscle. You're literally practicing being answerable for your choices. And that's how you turn a big idea into a real, everyday habit. And this is where it all starts to click. This one simple practice, this habit of just tracking what you say you'll do, it sets off this massive ripple effect. It's the groundwork, it's like the hidden foundation that everything else is built on. So what's the big payoff? What do you get for all this work? First up, and maybe the most important thing of all, is trust. It's that simple. When you are someone who consistently does what they say they're going to do, you become a rock for people. For your team, for your family, for everyone. People just feel safe around you because they know your word actually means something. And that, right there, is the foundation of pretty much every good relationship in your life.
Okay, so once you've built that trust, the next thing you earn is credibility. This is huge. Suddenly, when you speak, people listen. Your ideas have more weight, your influence starts to grow. Not because of a fancy title, but because of your track record. Here's a simple way to think about it. Trust is how people feel about you. Credibility is what they think about you. You need both.
And when you put those two together, that rock-solid trust and that hard-earned credibility, what do you get? You get authentic leadership, the real deal. This isn't about faking it till you make it or trying to act like some boss from a movie. This is leadership that comes from who you really are. It's built from the ground up, one honest, accountable choice at a time. So I want to leave you with a question. Let's bring this right down to this very moment. What is just one thing, one small choice that you can be totally 100% answerable for today? It doesn't have to be some huge world-changing thing, just something that's all yours. Start there, because that one small act, that's the first brick in building your own architecture of leadership.